Hello, this is Gaurav. Today we'll be solving a few questions on GRE. It is for quick revision for GRE. Those who have already prepared for GRE, this is just a kind of revision. Okay, so here we go to question number 1. So the question number 1 says, of the following, which is greater than 1 upon 2? One way is to convert fractions into decimals, which is of course time taking, right? And people generally confuse while calculating decimals. So what could be the other method? If you see closely, if you look at the A option, which is 3 upon 7, here if you look at the denominator, it is more than twice the numerator, right? So it is same as 1 upon 3, like 1 upon 2 is half. So if you increase the denominator, then the number starts reducing. Alright, so whenever numerator is increases, denominator reduces. Or we can write here like this: whenever denominator increases, number reduces. Okay, and whenever numerator increases, number increases. Now here the option is 3 upon 7. Here the number 7 is more than twice the numerator, right? It is like 7, so it is 2 times 6 plus 1, right? So this number will be less than 0.5, which we do not want, right? Now if you look some other numbers, 7 upon 13. So what about 7 upon 13? So if you see closely the denominator, it is less than double the numerator, right? Now the denominator is less, that means number will increase, so it is more than 0.5. Okay, so in this way we can look at others as well. Option C, 4 upon 9. So 4 upon 9, denominator is more than 8, is more than double the numerator, so this number will be less than half, right? 11 upon 23, this number is again less than zero point 0.5. Why? Because denominator is more than more than twice the numerator. In option C, the same story is repeated. Denominator is twice more than the numerator. Okay, so you can see 47 is the denominator, numerator is 23, so 23 times 2 will be 46, so denominator is 47, so denominator is more, right? So that's why this number will be less than half. So the correct answer is B, that is 7 upon 13. Alright, now we'll move to next question. If an object travels at 5 feet per second, how many feet does it travel in 1 hour? So now it is given in the question that in 1 second object travels 5 feet, right? And so how many feet it will travel in 1 hour? So we can write this question in this way: in 1 second object travels 5 feet. Alright, so in 1 minute it will travel 5 times 60, right? 5 times 60 feet. Alright, so in 1 hour how much it will travel? It will travel 5 times 60 times 60, that is equal to 18,000. Alright, so the answer will be 18,000. So answer will be E, option E, that is 18,000. Okay, because it is very similar to speed and distance problems. Like for 1 second, if object is traveling for 5 feet, then in 1 hour it will travel in 5 times 60 feet. Alright, now we'll move to next question. What is the average of all the multiples of 10 from 10 to 190 inclusive? So here, one way you can add the all numbers and divide by the number of numbers, right? The other way, the simpler way. Now, what are the numbers? It is a multiple of tens. You have to take the average of multiple of 10 from 10 to 190. That means you have to add up 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus so on to 190 upon total number of numbers, right? So what you can do here is, it is very clear that from 10 to 190 total number of numbers are 19. So we can write here from 10 to 190 total numbers are 19. Now this 19 is odd, so for odd the average will be the middle term. You know, from if there are 19 numbers, so the middle term will be 10th number, right? Now if you can calculate 10th number, what is 10th number? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So 100 is the 10th number. So the average will be the middle term, okay? So the average will be 100. So the answer will be 100. Once again, I will give you some more examples so that it would be clear for all of you. So if we see, if the space is even, like from 10 to 190, the space was even, like there was a gap of 10. First it is 10, then it was 20, then it is 30, then 40, then 50, then 60, then 70, then 80, then 90, 100, like this. These were all the numbers which were there. So now if you can calculate, there are total 19 numbers, right? There are 19 numbers. Now if you see, these are odd numbers, so the middle term will be 10th. From left and as well as from right, 100 will be the middle term. Alright, so now 100 will be the average. If you add all these numbers, 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 1 plus now 190, and divide by them with number 19, you will get answer as 100. Alright, so I can also give you some easy terms for easy understanding. Let's assume numbers are 1, 3, 5 and 7. Now the space is even by 2. Alright, so if we add them up, alright, so it will be 7 plus 5, 12 plus 3, 15, 16. 16 divided by 4 will be 4, right? This is the normal average that we have to add up everything and divide by some numbers, right? This is the normal thing. Now what about the central term? Here number of even numbers are even. There are 4 numbers in total. There are 4 numbers. So what to do in case numbers are even? You take the average of middle two numbers. Average of middle two numbers will be 5 plus 3, that is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8 upon 2. Average of middle two numbers is equal to 5 plus 3, that's 8 upon 2 is equal to 4. So the answer is same. Alright. So one more example of this kind. If we consider terms like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Now here the average will be 4. Okay, because the middle term, the space is even, gap is even. So you can also add them up. The answer will be 4. How? 7 plus 1, 8. Then plus 4, 12. 12 upon 3 is equal to 4. That's the middle term. Okay. So this is how we can solve all questions in this way. Alright. Now we'll move to question number 4. Question number 4 says a cubical block of metal weighs 6 pounds. How much will another cube of the same metal weigh if its sides are twice as long? Okay, now there is a cuboid and all the sides are now twice. This means sides are doubled. So we need to find out the weight of the new cube. Okay, now in this question we'll always go for the ratio. Now ratio. So first ratio could be for area, right? So as far as area is concerned, old cuboid is to new cuboid. In new cuboid all sides are doubled. Now if you compare the area of the cuboid, it will be in the ratio of 1:4, right? If we compare the volume for old is to new, it will be in the ratio of 1:8, right? Why? Because area is having units, meter square, or it is always in square. Alright, similarly the length will be squared. If it is twice, so it will become 2 square. Similarly volume is always cube, right? So if length is doubled, so the volume will be 2 raised to power 3. Now it is given that old is equal to 6 pounds. Now how to compare weight? Weight cannot be compared with area, okay, because weight depends upon the volume. Alright, so new weight will be equal to, now we'll use the ratio of volume, so old upon new is equal to 1 upon 8. So we know old weight, that is 6 pounds. 6 upon new will be 1 upon 8. So new will be equal to 6 times 8, that is equal to 48. Alright, so 48 pounds will be the weight of the new cube. Here you can see also 48 is the option A, so 48 is correct. Alright. Now we'll move to next question. In a class of 78 students, 41 are taking French, 22 are taking German, and 9 students are taking both French and German. How many students are not enrolled in either course? You take this question as homework. We'll discuss it in next part. Thank you.